Hello people of the web and YouTube, Dtpk here, and welcome back to another Hack Time video, woo! Alrighty guys, today's Hack Time video isn't really going to be a tutorial, it's going to be more or less an ideas slash brainstorming video, and I'm going to be showing you guys some of the things I've been working on for the USB rubber ducky. Now first of all, my USB rubber ducky is flashed, and today's little demonstration is going to be based off that firmware, so yeah, without further ado, let's get to this. First of all, I've been developing something for like a really long time. Ever since I found out that DevCon can be used to disconnect your keyboard, your mouse, your touchscreen, I've been messing with it for like ever, but I have never been able to figure out how to get a script to work with the USB rubber ducky really well until now. Now that I got the firmware flashed, I finally got something cool and interesting going on. Now, first of all, my idea revolves around using the USB rubber ducky to install DevCon, which is basically a Windows tool if you don't know, and once that Windows tool is ran, it will disconnect your keyboard or uninstall your drivers if you want to be really nasty, and leave the person completely in like the water, you know? My idea with this though is I'm gonna take it to the next level. I'm gonna make it so it's always running, and once you put the USB rubber ducky in, it installs, disables everything, and you can't use it at all. You reboot your computer, your stuff won't restart until you plug in another flash drive with a certain name on it or tag, and it will break the loop, kind of like what I did in that pod slurping video I done for like way long ago. Basically what I'm gonna do is make DevCon loop on repeat until it finds, let's say, another flash drive, right, by the name of, let's say, key. So basically what I'm trying to go at here is I'm trying to mimic a hardware mod. Now you guys have all seen PC cases modified, hopefully, where they had like twist keys to turn them on. Now basically my idea here is to like mimic that but with a USB port. So in reality, use the USB rubber ducky to initiate the attack, and then you use the flash drive to gain access to the keyboard and stuff, and when you want the keyboard off and or your mouse, you just pull out the flash drive that had the label of key, you know what I mean? Now first of all, I want to demonstrate what I have right now. This is basically code in which I pulled from another user on the Wikipedia for the USB rubber ducky. They called it website lock, but in reality what it really does is it disables your keyboard and mouse and pulls up a website. Now I'm surprised that somebody else has thought about using DevTools or DevCon till now. Quite honestly, I thought I was the first person to do it here, but nope, see, somebody else already beat me to it. But their code isn't perfect. Now watch this, I pull out the USB rubber ducky, and look at this, I got control of my mouse now, I can move around, I got control of my keyboard, and basically everything, right? Now, what I'm working on here is I want to make it so DevCon gets pushed onto the computer from off the root of the USB rubber ducky. It keeps running in the background through some kind of loop, and then once another flash drive goes in called a key, it breaks the loop, and then you get access to your keyboard and mouse, right? Now that's my whole idea, and well, I don't really know how to get it to work, and sorry if I rambled on quite a while. I just didn't really know how to explain this, and I'm hoping somebody gets what I mean and can help me code this, because this would be really cool. Like, I could imagine selling a device kind of like the USB rubber ducky, but not really. You put it in the computer, push the button, and then you put in your flash drive with your code on to unlock your computer. Wouldn't that be so cool? I mean, it would prevent people from using your keyboard and mouse at a bank. They'd have to plug in that flash drive in order to actually use it, or they'd have to plug in a whole nother keyboard, you know what I mean? That's the only vulnerability with it, is DevCon only uninstalls current drivers or disables ones currently on. Let's say if you were to add another source of input, hey, like, here, let me run this attack again and demonstrate. Let's say if you were to plug in another keyboard, that keyboard would work. Or if you were to plug in your touchscreen, the touchscreen would work unless you disabled it through DevCon. Now, the moment this command is ran, I'll show you what I mean. As you can see, this isn't a perfect script either. Like I said, oh crap, it didn't work. Why did it not work? I better not have stopped recording. Okay, never mind, there it worked. It just took a minute. That was really weird. Now you can see, keyboard and mouse are disabled, right? Now you think I couldn't do anything, right? But if I were to use my touchscreen works perfect. That's like something that needs to be fixed with the DevCon command, I guess. Make it so you completely disable any kind of driver input, that'd be really great. But for now, it's the best we got, and I think I can make something really good with it if any of you guys are willing to help. But yeah, that's basically my whole idea for the next USB Ducky tutorial video. If you ever figure out how to get this to work, I will make a tutorial on it, and if not, well then I'll probably make a tutorial on how to flash the USB rubber ducky, considering the whole Wikipedia page has basically been destroyed. I had to like relocate the files and everything myself, which sucked. But yeah, anyway guys, I'm gonna leave today's video here on Hack Time. I'm sorry I talked really fast. I just get really excited when I talk about hacking things, or if I come up with a new idea and I haven't seen anybody do it. And I'm hoping nobody's already came up with this kind of like little trick, because it'd be super cool, you know? It's like, disable your keyboard and mouse till you plug in your flash drive. You walk off, just pull out your flash drive. Anyone that tries to sign in or log in can't use their keyboard and mouse, you know? So basically, it's your system, you know? You have to have your key in order to use it. That's if they don't, like, already know your key to log into the computer and stuff, you know? It's like a secondary protection, you know? But yeah, anyway guys, like I said, I'm gonna leave today's video here on Hack Time. I really do hope y'all enjoy. But before I go, mad props to this user that also used DevCon to make the webpage pop up, that little demonstration I did. That was actually made by this user. I had to tweak it a little bit for my USB rubber ducky because his coding isn't all too perfect. I'm sorry, you did a great job though. But yeah, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna change this so that the DevCon copies to the computer. We create that pod slurping code from the last USB rubber ducky tutorial, loop the DevCon command to disable drivers, and then once another USB goes in, you know, the DevCon shuts off basically. Anyway, yeah, like I said, this is pretty much it for today's Hack Time video. If you are able to figure this out, hit me up and I will gladly start working on it. But for now, Dtpk is signing off. Peace. Install your Atma drivers. Now what you do to do this, it's actually pretty complicated. What you have to do is I can't just hide in the building apparently, even though I really want to, and maybe I can.